Hi everyone, my name is Wendy. If you are new on my channel, welcome. Today we are talking weight loss and more specifically, weight loss in your 30s. The body, the hormones changes in around this age, and I definitely was a victim of my metabolism change. So, yeah, today I'm going to share what I've learned through trials and errors because it's been a long run to finally find what works for me, and I believe it could help a lot of you guys. And yeah, so it's not like fast lost weight type of thing. This took a year to lose the massive weight that I lost. So 45 pounds. Congrats. Rounds of applause for me. 45 pounds. I mean, when I was, so let me check because I have to remember exactly from where I started to be here today. And I started at 216 pounds. And I'm going to explain in the first place how I got to 260 pounds. my mom, my brain doesn't even want to say it, but it's okay. It's okay. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. So I used to be 216 pounds, and I'm going to explain how I got to 216 pounds. So you can avoid doing the mistakes that are going to lead you far, far, far away in the galaxy of being freaking overweight. And that's not cute, but also it's not good for your health. And I'm not gonna lie, when I started losing weight, I didn't care about health. Okay, I was looking at myself in the mirror, 216 pounds. That was horrific. That was shocking. It was traumatizing. Okay, and I don't want to go back to that. So I'm more than happy to share this with you guys. Anyone who can benefit from it. That's it. That's my main goal because, especially for women in our 30s, so many things change, and you may have children, you may be married, you may be none of that. And yeah, and your body changes, the hormones, everything is yeah, it's a different stage of life. And it's while it can be beautiful to be like on 10 toes with who you are and stuff like that, and there's also, I mean, the reality of, things change in our body, and it is what it is. So let's go back. So I started at 216, and in 1 year, I was able to lose 45 pounds. So bringing me to 171. And I recently had a little setback. I went from 171 to 183. So, and then because as I was saying, through trial and error, I was able to find what works for me, the secret formula for me, which most likely is going to apply to a lot of us in our 30s. I was able in less than a week to go down to 176 pounds. So I lost 5 pounds in 1 week. I want you to watch the entire video, okay, and not skip steps, because if you don't do it properly, it's not losing 5 pounds in 1 week is not going to be that healthy. So I just wanted a boost. I was like, oh my god, no, I don't want to set back too far. As I mentioned in one of my shorts, when you gain 5 pounds, it's like, let's do not wait. One thing that I know, I'm going to speak for myself. I try to not wait to gain an extra 5 pounds, an extra 5 pounds, and then I'm at 20 plus 20 pounds, and all of a sudden I'm waking up. No, you know why? Because I'm lazy. Okay, I am lazy and demanding. On top of that, yes, I have the audacity to be lazy and demanding at the same time. Mhm. And therefore, it's going to be too much work. Losing 20 pounds is too much work. 5 pounds, I can do. I can deal with that. Losing 20 pounds, no. Come on. I'm going to be, okay, let's get it. Let's order some pizza and some Burger King, because 20 pounds, I'm going to go through the pain that I went through already again. So that's what I'm saying. And shout out to Mariah. I received a message, and truly in that short, I was not judging. I was trying to motivate and be like, take action when as early as possible, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? There's something that is boiling. There is a problem, an issue. Let's attack it right away and not wait for it to become too much. That's what I meant in that short, and I don't think she took it the wrong way. And if you gain the 20 pounds, that's fine. I'm just saying, once after watching this video, once you reach your target weight, that's what I'm saying. Once you reach your target, make sure that you do what you need to do to stay on that target. And that's all I wanted to say. No judgment. I'm just saying what it is. I mean, no need to have any filters. I think I show myself some tough love, and sometimes I forget that some people cannot take cannot take the toughness or the things period that I can take. So definitely was not judging or anything. But yeah. So now I'm at 176 pounds, and don't worry, it's coming. I'm going to share what I used, and my ideal weight is 160 pounds, which means I have 16 pounds to lose. If I've lost 45 pounds, I think that 16 pounds is very much possible. I didn't even know that I could weight 216 pounds. Wow. But so very quickly, I'm going to explain to you what changes and the different stages that occurs. So when I was younger, I was extremely skinny, extremely skinny. If I can find a picture, I will try to incorporate it in the video or in the thumbnail. But extremely skinny to the point where at that time I was in Montreal, and I was stopped a couple of times by model agencies, people who look for them, you know what I mean? For them, for models, not them. And yeah, I could eat whatever I wanted, like candies. Actually, my dinners will consist of Doritos, Skittles, things like that. And it was fine. And actually, at that point, I was trying to gain weight. I would literally eat my meal, add a shake of um, basically the thing that is supposed to replace your meal. I would have my meal with the thing that is supposed to replace your meal. And on top of that, I had dessert, carrot cake. I loved it. And yeah, and so then 25, I was able to reach a weight, my ideal weight, which is 160 pounds. And yeah, and then I turned 25, and I was able to be at 160. It was cool. It was cute. I was like, yes, I have some boobs and have a little booty over there. And I liked it. Well, I kept on going with my same, sorry, let me just Just that. And if you want to know why I'm in my towel, it's because I want you to see the difference with the video that I filmed, my skincare video that I filmed, where I was tired, burnt out, and overweight, and I am so happy to see myself like this, like alive and lost weight and whatever. Anyways, so after 25, I continued so eating the same way, but my metabolism was slowing down. Therefore, I started to gain weight, and I was like, hold up. I wanted to gain weight, but this is enough. I've reached my target. In my mind, because before I never had to think of what I was gonna eat, weight, even body. What am I going to wear? Is this okay? Can we see this? No, I was so free. I was so free. No bra, whatever, throwing whatever on myself. It was like, because when you have big boobs, now I have a couple of. Oh, sorry. Uh, but when you have big breasts, it's very, very quickly it can become a little inappropriate, you know. But I embrace it fully, and it's reserved for the whom that I haven't met yet, the he that I haven't met yet. But I'm staying single on purpose. Watch my previous video, being single by choice in your 30s. Shameless plug for my previous videos, of course. Hold on. So, of course, therefore I gained weight, and it was cool. It was fine. I was like, okay, I'm going from 160 to 170. So far I was going back and forth between 160 and 170. So I was trying to find ways to lose weight, to be able to stay stable, but it wasn't a major concern because I was pretty comfortable even at 170. It wasn't like, okay. And then what happened? We had COVID, and we had the confinement, and it was horrible. First of all, I was in Canada, and then I went to France to be with my mom for a while. And with COVID, first of all, when I arrived in France, I was like, okay, I would like to lose the 10 pounds. So I was at 170, and I wanted to go back to 160. And so I hired a personal trainer, and he was able to get me to 160, but not only to make me lose weight, but also was able to make me like sculpt my body, which was very nice as well. And then the COVID happened, and I was working remotely. I was working from home, and all the effort, all the work. Bye bye, bye bye. See you maybe one day, maybe never. And I was so disappointed. First of all, I didn't realize I was in my sweatpants. I did not realize. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at the time because I know, I can talk. I can talk. But definitely, and I will put below in the comments below the timeline so you can get to the specific topics. But for me, it was important to have a solid introduction to explain to you where I come from, and so that you know that it's not like I'm not like a skinny girl who is working out or talking about losing weight. Girl, you've always been skinny. You've always been thin. Why should I take any advice from someone who's already been fit? You want to lose weight? You go to someone who's been through the weight loss journey. To me, that's what makes sense. So what happened? So COVID, confinement. ordering Uber Eats, um, ordering all type of things, and I cannot explain. I wanted sometimes I wanted burger, a big fat burger, but it wasn't sometimes, it was a lot. And this is also the main topic. What is your relationship with food? The first thing that I'm going to tell you is that food, the food that you eat, this is, I'm telling you, um, for me, for my weight loss journey, it was 95% of my weight loss, period. That's it. And let me tell you how I lost weight without even working out at all. So, as a lot of things happen in my life, it was by accident. And by accident, I mean, it was God will, definitely. Because I got sick, basically. And so it lasted over 2 weeks. And during these 2 weeks, thankfully, I was at my mom's, and I was not able to eat. I wasn't hungry. And when I would actually eat, I would throw up. So basically, at that time, I would eat for these 2 weeks. I would eat once a week, and usually my mom would make me a soup with vegetable in it, and that was my one meal of the day. And that was this for 2 weeks. So I'm sure that you understand now that I am going to speak about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has changed my life. Intermittent fasting gives me the ability to have authority on my weight. Intermittent fasting is pretty easy once you know how to fix your relationship with food. So for me, at some point, I was like, I was not bulimic. I was sorry. I just don't want YouTube to mess with this video because it's very important. But I was not that. I would eat and keep the food in. Okay, and I just gained weight, but I craved so crazy Mexican food, and then it will be burgers, and then pizza, and then all these comfort food. You know what I mean? And definitely, if that's the case for you, if you have that type of cravings, I would suggest before even thinking of losing weight, to maybe work on that and be like, you know what? Yeah, the relationship that I have with food is not necessarily the healthiest, and try to fix that first and be like, okay, I have cravings. Why? Am I stressed? Am I anxious? Am I excited? Sometimes you're so excited because something is coming up, and or and you just eat, and it is what it is, and food is can be so good. So also, but anyways, so intermittent fasting. So for me, I started from the get go eating 20 once every 24 hours, and that is the reason why in 2 weeks I was able to lose 15 pounds. And actually, when I was sick, I didn't even realize I was in bed, and I went, and I would see myself when I would go to the toilet or stuff like that. And after the tweets, once I got better, first of all, my mom was like, "Oh, you lost weight," and I was like, "Oh, at least there's something good coming out of this bronchitis." It was very tough because bronchitis for me, whenever I have it, because I have all other health not issue. I have asthma. Okay, I don't want to be dramatic. I used to have asthma, but I had the thing that they do when you're young to desensitize you from. But whenever I get bronchitis, I it's it's a done. So once I felt better, I decided I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh, first of all, I see when I gain weight on my face. And I'm sure if you look the previous videos, the previous video, the last previous videos, I definitely see a change in my face. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And that's really cool because I really like my face. I don't like when fat comes and disturbs. No, there is a good thing going on. Let's keep it like that. So yeah, so 24 hours, one meal a day. That was this for 2 weeks. It may be very challenging, and actually it is. So I would not suggest to start with that. First of all, there is this concept that we have to eat 3 times a day. Way back when we used to have to the men would go get the food in the forest, you know what I mean, the wilderness or whatever. Um, Nobody was eating during the day. They were doing other activities and waiting for the men to come with the meat, with the food, and they would eat at the end of the day. That was how it was, and we all know that even by studying different um, ethnic groups that are still living like they are in the 18th century, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, I'm sure you know what I mean. Don't forget, my first language is English. Okay, I'm doing my best. But yeah, and the most important thing is also what you eat once it's time to eat. So let me go back. I do not suggest to start with one meal a day. The reason why I was able to achieve it from the get-go, and it was a blessing because since I did it for 2 weeks in a row, I was able to continue right away. I will suggest to start by removing one meal and then a second meal. And then you would have to decide and you would have to see what works for you, because if you eat only once a day every 24 hours and then when it's time to eat you're like, first of all, you're super hungry and you lose control and you eat everything that you may have in front of you, that's not the way to go. So it's better if you do a 16 to 8. There is different types of intermittent fasting, and I will get to you. I will explain. I will get in more details regarding intermittent fasting in a different videos because there is so many things, and I don't want to make that video too long, but that's what works for me. And then it was also, so first of all, heal and understand what is my relationship with food. And then I have the intermittent fasting lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This is not something that you start and then you leave. Honestly, after being settled for a year, um, if I wanted to, yeah, I could get a brownie, a muffin, or two during the day, and then eat in the evening. It's not that it's not you're not gonna it's not gonna break everything. Like as long as it's not every day, of course. Sometimes I want a Snicker bar. Sometimes I do want a burger. I mean, I can a pizza or whatever. It's fine, but that's the main thing. Figuring out and fixing the relationship that you have with food. Intermittent fasting, which allowed me to lose weight with absolutely no exercise, not whatsoever. And if you're lazy like me and demanding, this is amazing. And that's pretty cool. And the third tip that I would give: often trainers tell you, do not weigh yourself every day. That's a lie. That's a lie. I said it. I have no background in fitness, or I don't know, the person that you go and pay to for the person to tell you what to eat, when to eat, and then most of the time, let's be honest, it doesn't work. And there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. You can lose weight slowly but surely. That's what they want to tell you to do. Or you can do what I did, give a boost. Sometimes during the week, I give a boost because either I've gained weight or I'm like, I've been stagnant, let's give a boost. It's okay. And but after the boost, when you go back to your normal way of eating, there is a transition. So you don't go from 2 weeks drinking a soup with a lot of vegetables, and then your one meal a week is like a pizza. You need to transition slowly, okay? But I definitely weigh myself. I try, sometimes I forget to weigh myself every day. You know why? Because, and also I have the Withings scale. Let me show you really quickly. Sorry, but I had to. This one right here is, sorry, is, oh my god, it's dirty. Okay, we're talking about weight loss, okay? Don't judge me. This has been a companion oh, on this journey, and it basically gives you an approximation of your body composition, and also is connected to your phone, and you can see and follow the fluctuation of it records your weight. So if you weight yourself every day, you're able to see your weight go down or go up on your smartphone. And that's how you keep history as well. And also you're able to remember, okay, yeah, that period was summer, that period was, it was winter, that period was Christmas. You know what I mean? Just to understand, once you understand the reason why you gain weight, and it applies to so many things. Once you understand the reason why, it's easier, it's much easier to fix and correct what's happening, the consequence of what's happening. So definitely try to weigh myself every day, just to know. Also, it lets me know where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do during the day, what I'm going to eat, how much fasting I'm going to do to make. Am I going to allow myself a little extra, or a little extra poop poop, and meaning a chocolate bar, or I'm just gonna stick to my small tomatoes, but as a snack. So yeah, so definitely that is what helped me. I am going to make this is definitely a series that I'm making about the weight loss, because in our 30s is so difficult, and there is so many informations, and people wait. Yes, I'm gonna say it. Some people like me wasted time at the gym. If you do not eat healthy, there's no point. It's a loss of time, it's a loss of energy. You become frustrated, and once you're frustrated, what do? You eat like you used to, and there's no point in that, honestly. Like, I'm going to the gym 5 times a week. Yeah, you're not losing any weight. Sit your ass down and meditate on the reason why you have not lost any weight. I don't understand. How do you go at the gym every maybe 3 days, 3 times a week, 4 times a week? You're overweight, but you don't lose nothing. You even have a coach. You don't lose no weight, but you keep doing the same thing. And of course, the coach is gonna be like, "It takes some time. It takes time." Of course, it takes time. If it takes 12 months, it's 12 months of salary for the damn coach. Some are very honest and are very, but some are like, "I have no problem having you, struggling over there and cashing in." And I want to avoid that at all costs, because you really don't need a coach. You don't need. All you need is determination, and also being able to have an honest discussion with yourself. Don't forget, I'm an only child, so I have plenty of conversation of of conversation with myself. And actually, it's very nice. It's very good to be in tune with who you are and where you are at the moment. What is going on? Why am I not losing weight if I'm trying to? Or why have I gained so much weight? It could be metabolism, the way you eat. But I'm telling you, and I promise you, if you start by the way you eat, it changes everything. And this is going to be the topic in the next video. I'm going to talk and give you more details on the intermittent fasting that I did, what I was eating exactly. And yeah, so lately also I've been incorporating and adding the gym. I did not have a gym subscription for years. Years. And the reason why I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to subscribe because, first of all, I'm not far away from my goal. And usually, the closer you get to your goal, the most difficult it gets, because basically you have your routine. Like, you can go, I mean, no, I could go lower. I could go harder. I could fix my dishes even more. I'm gonna be honest. I could fix what I eat even more. I've let myself down for last month. So I went from, can you remember? I went, that's why I love this scale. I went from 171 to 183. And in 1 week, I was able to go back to 176, which means I have 5 pounds left to lose, to go back to 171, which is 2.5 kilos. And my goal is 160. So in total, I'm missing, I just need to hit and lose these 16 pounds. So yeah, so follow me on this journey. Is oh my god, I wish someone would have explained to me how to use intermittent fasting, because it was through trials and error that I finally understood. When I gain weight, I'm not even worried. Why? Because I know how my body works. I know what is going to work with my body, and I'm like, okay, I've gained 5 pounds. Okay, let's get it. Let's give a boost to get rid of these 5 pounds, so I don't have to deal with it no more. And then it's just maintenance, and that's it. So I don't want this first video to be too long, so I'm going to leave you there. But please subscribe on my channel, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to talk about a lot of topics that affect people, women, and even men once they get more mature, like in our 30s. And if you are in your 20s, definitely stick around and watch, because boo boo, the clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You may think I'm old, you're gonna get there too. So that's what I wanted to share today. Please subscribe, because I'm really gonna put some effort into explaining how to get the best out of intermittent fasting, and also how to make fun dishes that don't take time to that the sorry about that, that dishes that don't take that much time to cook, to prepare, and also that taste good for you, of course. And once you've got the both thing together, you're gonna be, I mean, giving yourself rounds of applause. And again, it's not a quick fix. It took me 1 year because I went through trial and errors. And if I had someone like me making this video, I would have avoided a lot of mistakes that I made while on this intermittent fasting journey. But that's why I can use this history, these trials and errors, and make them a positive thing through sharing what worked and what didn't work. So I hope it wasn't too much information. I don't think so. But the main thing today that I wanted to give you is motivation. Look at this. Look at that. And I purposely put myself in a towel just to put it side by side with the time where I was so burnt out and I was overweight and going back and forth with my weight and trying, and I had a coach, personal trainer. Girl, I wish I could get my money back. But it is what it is. So definitely keep on following me, and I cannot wait to share this journey. Let's get it. Let's get the best out of this life. Let's get the best out of ourselves. Let's be the best version that we can be to ourselves, for ourselves only. I am not competing with no one, with no 20 years old or whatever. All I care about is myself, okay? I'm a human being, and that's the truth. We care first about ourselves. But I also, it's not true. I have a lot of compassion. I have other sides to my personality and my heart, but that's not the topic of this video. So I'm going to leave you there and see you in the next video to a full explanation of my intermittent fasting plan and how to eat, but still make it fun. If you still made it to this far, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, don't hesitate, and see you soon. Bye.